Columnar jointing is a geological structure where sets of intersecting closely spaced fractures, referred to as joints, result in the formation of a regular array of polygonal prisms, or columns. Columnar jointing occurs in many types of volcanic rocks and forms as the rock cools and contracts. Columnar jointing can occur in cooling lava flows and ashflow tuffs, as well as in some shallow intrusions. The columns can vary from 3 meters to a few centimeters in diameter, and can be as much as 30 meters tall. They are typically parallel and straight, but can also be curved and vary in diameter. Whereas an array of regular and straight columns is called a colonnade, an irregular array is termed an entablature. The number of sides of the individual columns can vary from 3 to 8, with 6 sides being the most common. Places. Some famous locations in the United States where columnar jointing can be found are the Devil's Tower in Wyoming, the Devil's Post Pile in California, and the Columbia River flood basalts in Oregon, Washington, and Idaho. Other famous places include the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland and Fingal's Cave on the island of Staffa, Scotland. Devil's Tower. The Devil's Tower in Wyoming in the United States is about 40 million years old and 382 meters high. Geologists agree that the rock forming the Devil's Tower solidified from an intrusion, but it has not been established whether the magma from this intrusion ever reached the surface. Most columns are 6-sided, but 4, 5, and 7-sided ones can also be found. Giant's Causeway. The Giant's Causeway on the North Antrim coast of Northern Ireland was created by volcanic activity 60 million years ago, and consists of over 40,000 columns. According to a legend, the giant Finn McCool created the Giant's Causeway as a causeway to Scotland. Deccan Traps. The late Cretaceous Deccan Traps of India constitute one of the largest volcanic provinces of Earth, and examples of columnar jointing can be found in St. Mary's Island in the state of Karnataka. Mars. Several exposures of columnar jointing have been discovered on the planet Mars by the high-resolution imaging science experiment camera, which is carried by the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter.